Welcome to the Union Labor Advisory Network podcast, where our mission is to support, educate, and promote informative content relative to the union labor community. For more information, a calendar of events, and union news and updates, you can visit our website, ulanetwork.com, and follow us on all social media platforms by searching ULA Network and/or the Union Labor Advisory Network. And now, on to the show.
Hello friends and welcome to the Union Labor Advisory Network. I'm Mike Fina. Today I'm excited to introduce Gerard Gwinn, who is the president of the Suffolk County Court Employees Association, who will be sitting down with us today to learn a little bit more about his background and experience, how he rose to become president of his organization, and the purpose and source of the Suffolk County Court Employees Association. Jerry, thank you much for joining the network today. Appreciate taking the time. Excited to have you on.
Excited to be here. Thank you.
And to learn a little bit more about you and your role with the Suffolk County Court Employees Association. So if you can, for the viewers, give us a little history about you and how you got into your position.
Well, July 1st, I'll be completing my 30th year in the courts. 27 and a half of those years I've in uniform. I'm a New York State Court Officer Sergeant. July of 2020, I ran for president of the association, and here I am.
So 30 plus years, you said?
As of July 1st, 30 years.
Jeez, you look too young to be, for that particular role. And how many members do you represent within Suffolk County Court Employees?
We have about 825 members active, and in those 825 members, we have over 100 different titles. So it's really it's really a difficult thing to get your head around. I was in uniform for 27 years. Yep. I know everything about being a court officer. Then you got to come in, you got to learn all these other titles. It's a lot.
Yeah, and I looked at some of the stuff on your website, so it is a diversified group of employees that are underneath the Suffolk County Court Employees Association's, banner. Tell you a little bit about the history of your organization as well.
The union was formed in 1978. A lot of that was done by Tom McGinnis, who became our first president. Tom McGinnis was president for over 20 years. And then we had Nick Galuzzi, Tom O'Neill, Chris Manning, Bill Dobbins, who just retired, and now me. So we've had 6 presidents in 45 years.
Wow. It's a prestigious role. Represent a lot of people out in Suffolk County.
We do.
So some of the challenges, what some of the challenges that you face as a president today in representing your members, if you could, enlighten us in regards to that.
Well, again, with the different titles, it's a lot of homework. It's a lot of, not one person can understand all of the titles and what they need, what their wants, what we're supposed to be protecting for them. But through the board, I have a great board, and we all chip in. I said, look, you got to figure this out. Let me know, and we work good together. The biggest challenge we've had since I've been in office was COVID, obviously. I think every union would tell you during COVID, it was miserable. We got beat up every day by the CDC, S.C.C.E.A, their rules, then our own members. It was a nightmare.
It's definitely a tough time for everybody.
Yeah.
And I know, again, especially in the courts when everything's shut down, just day-to-day business that was able to be done, it was almost at a halt.
It was almost at a halt. Here in Suffolk, though, we probably did the most out of the whole state during COVID. Okay. Against the union's will, but they just kept pushing people in. But we did the best we could. We just, as a group, the executive board, we said, we just got to keep going forward every day. Just keep going, just get through it.
Can you share who some of the members of your executive board is as well? I mean, I'm privileged to know a lot of the guys and females in the crew, and for the viewers, maybe you could let everybody know.
My first vice president is Joey Gagnon. He's got a tremendous amount of experience in the union, and he's also, I think he's got like 27 years on. My second vice president is John Tuffarello. He's got about 15, 16 years on. Very good guy. My treasurer, Frankie Garay, I always forget his name. He's like one of my closest friends. He's like, you always forget me. But he's our treasurer. He's got 31 years on. So we have a lot of knowledge. Danielle Vios, she's our recording secretary. She does everything. She's our IT. She's everything. She's got She's got 3 knuckleheads on computers in there. We're like, Danielle, you know. So
The ULA Network would like to thank our sponsor, Schwartz-Apple Lawyers, for their support in helping to educate and promote union labor and our communities.
It is a great group of people.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
privileged to know you and work
Right.
with you guys as well. What's the most rewarding piece of your job, or part of your job when working with all the members in the groups?
I think when we can help people, help the members, through tough times or whatever it may be. Obviously, it's great, it's rewarding when we're successful in standing up for one of our members that was wronged, right? And then defending somebody that maybe did something wrong and being successful with that. I think our union has a tremendous responsibility for the benefits that we have that have been negotiated over 45 years. So we have to maintain those benefits, but it's rewarding when we can enhance them, improve them, give back to the membership, because that's what it's all about, really.
Yeah, and I know, just in my other profession, watching the executive boards work for the best interest of their members, negotiating with all the different service providers, supplemental service providers, to really enhance those member benefits, which you see out there.
Sure.
So it's great in working with labor, working with the vendors, and coming together in solidarity to try to figure out ways to use technology enhancements, health tech enhancements, to reduce expenses and obviously repurpose them for those benefits.
Sure.
So it's really great to work with you and the other court associations
Appreciate
within
it.
the New York marketplace. What's on the horizon for 2023? Any initiatives or things that sponsors, supporters, events that may be happening with your organization, how we could help support you?
Sure. Well, 2023 started off great because right at the end of 2022, we ratified our CBA. So we don't have to worry about negotiations for a few more years. It was a good contract. I think going forward, this year is really getting back to day-to-day business, really keeping the office in check. The money that comes in and out that door every day is tremendous. It's a lot of responsibility with the insurances and all that day-to-day business. But also planning our events for the year. We raise money for our scholarship fund, which is very important to us. Last year we gave out $12,000 worth of scholarships. We'd like to do more this year, maybe, if possible. So that's pretty it for 2023. Hopefully it's a prosperous year for all of us, not just my union, but all the unions and everybody in general, getting back to normal.
Great, Jerry.
Yeah.
Thank you. And when is do you have an event date scheduled for
Not yet,
for this
not
year?
yet, but I'm sure I'll let you know.
We'll make sure that we get that on the calendar for everybody
yeah.
to view and sponsor for the future events. And again, Jerry, I can't thank you enough for just
Yeah.
sitting down with us and learning a little bit more about your background and position and ways that we can help enhance and support your members. Proud to do it, proud to work with your
Sure.
organization, and again, thanks for everything that you do.
I think one of the side effects, not really side effect, but one of the another advantage of being in this position is I get to meet a lot of people, other unions, made a lot of friends. Met Mike Fina. Come on, doesn't get better than that, right?
Thank you.
But yeah, no, seriously, it's been great. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Great to see you.
All right,
And
man.
good luck in
Thank you.
2023.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of the Union Labor Advisory Network. To stay in the loop, we ask that you please visit our website, ulanetwork.com, and sign up for our newsletter, where we're sending updates relative to the union labor community directly to your inbox. Thank you for supporting labor, and we'll see you next time.